Good morning to one and all. In today's session, we'll discuss the major problems that has been encountered in your FM receiver. So there are basically two problems, that is your capture effect and threshold effect. So here we can see we have a desired FM frequency, that is FC. Here we have an FM receiver. If your desired FM, that means if it is equals to your weak interference, and if it is an undesired FM, then it will be a strong interference. So interference to the other FM, that is your unwanted signal. When both are of the equal strength, that means it will fluctuate back and forth between your desired and your undesired FM, that is known as your capture effect. So to understand the threshold effect in FM, we'll consider the output SNR. So the output SNR, that is your post detection SNR output, is equals to Kf square P upon 2 N naught W cube upon 3 AC square. This is equals to your 3 AC square Kf square into P upon 2 N naught W cube. Now here, this is only valid after the carrier is considered much larger than your noise, which means your carrier upon noise, that is greater than unity. But because of some undesirable circumstances in transmission of your input noise power, then carrier to noise power decreases, which damages the FM receiver. So initially the individual click sounds are there at the receiver output. If further carrier to noise ratio decreases, so more clicks are found and they get much rapidly and converted into your crackling or sputtering sound. So basically we can say that the output SNR becomes large than your actual value. So there is requirement to maintain your carrier to noise. So this effect is called as your threshold effect. So our main motive is to overcome these FM receiver. For this we will be considering your pre-emphasis and de-emphasis is introduced in your FM receiver. Basically your pre-emphasis is used in the transmitter side and de-emphasis is used at your receiver side. So here we can see that the output of the receiver, as we know in FM receiver, the transmission bandwidth allowed to improve noise performance. So here we can see that the output of FM receiver, that is equals to your square law nature of noise spectrum. So at severe frequencies, at very high frequencies, while after the transmission at very high frequencies, the spectrum effect of noise is very severe, that it introduces your interference in FM wave. From here, with the help of the figure, we can understand this is figure A represents your power spectral density of noise at FM receiver output, and the figure B represents your power spectral density of message signal, that is audio and video signals. Now here we can see the power spectral density is denoted by S N naught F of your noise. So here we have frequency at 0. At frequency 0, having your band limited, that is minus W to plus W, while in your power spectral density of message signal, that is your audio video signal, it is denoted by SM function of F, that is range between minus W to W. Now it shows your maximum value. So we can say at the higher frequencies, SN naught F, that is the power spectral density of noise at FM receiver output, is higher as comparative to power spectral density of your message signal, that is audio video signals. So we can say that the power spectral density of MT is low and the power spectral density of noise is high, that is around between your plus W to minus W. Now we will be discussing the pre-emphasis that is used at the transmitter side and de-emphasis that is used at your receiver side. Here we have a pre-emphasis filter that is defined by H pre function of F. It is followed by your FM transmitter. Here we have an WT, that is your white noise, or we can say it as your front end receiver noise, having power spectral density of N0 by 2. Here we have an FM receiver that is followed by a de-emphasis filter. So here we have HDE function of F. So in pre-emphasis, it artificially emphasized the weaker, that is your high frequency component of message signal before modulation. That means your low frequency will be equals to your higher frequency will fully occupy your allotted frequency band. While in your de-emphasis only consider the high frequency component, so it performed the inverse operation. So here the original message is getting restored. So now we can see that the high frequency component, that is your noise at the discriminator output, is reduced and your SNR output is getting increased, which improves your noise performance. Now to get the distorted message signal at receiver output, we have a formula, that is HDEF, that is de-emphasis, is equals to your 1 upon pre-emphasis, that is inversely proportional, having your band limiter minus W2 plus W. Here we have a discriminator having output SNDF. So your SNDF is equals to your F square upon AC square N naught, where your mod F is less than equals to your transmission bandwidth by 2 and 0 elsewhere. Now if we talk about the de-emphasis, here we have a de-emphasis that is defined by HDE function of F, and we get the modified power spectral density. So the output power spectral density of SN naught F will be equals to your mod of HDEF whole square into your SNDF. So by this we can calculate your average power. So your average power will be equals to N naught upon AC square, that is integrating from minus W to W, F square mod of HDE function of F whole square into DF. Now here we'll also see one more term, that is your improvement factor. So the improvement factor is basically equals to your average output noise power, that is without pre-emphasis and de-emphasis, upon the ratio of your average output noise power with pre-emphasis and de-emphasis. So here we can solve it, that is I is equals to your output noise power without pre-emphasis and de-emphasis will be 2 N naught W cube upon 2 AC square, while your output noise power with pre-emphasis and de-emphasis will be N naught upon AC square integrating minus W to W F square mod of HDE function of F mod whole square into DF. After solving it, we can get the improvement factor, that is equals to twice of W cube upon 3 integrating minus W to W F square mod HDE function of F whole square into DF. Now this is your improvement factor. So it is assumed that it uses the high, that is carrier to noise ratio at the discriminator output. So this was all about your pre-emphasis and de-emphasis. Thank you.